Yeah, it's why I consider her, mid-tier. If you can get, I mean, if you can get that item for her, you know, when you get these collabed into Dragonfire, yeah, she's fucking S tier. Yeah, she's, acid Coco weapons, they're life stealing. They're life stealing for, 5% of your health. Yeah, so, if you can get these required items, she's fucking S tier. But the problem, if I do, it would have to be, like, during a stream. It'd be the easiest way for me to do it. I mean, you might have seen my tutorial video for Path of Acra. I actually did try to make a full-blown video for that, but it was so messed up and all over the place. I tried editing it, but it was such a pain in the butt to do that. I had to. It was probably something that would have been easier to do during a stream. So, I mean, maybe after this run, I don't know, but I think by the time this run's gonna be over, my stream's gonna be winding down. But yeah, I would still like to play all the characters though first. I still haven't. There's still characters on here I haven't played. I think it would have to be, I'd have to set a date, and I probably wouldn't be able to play much of the game at all, because I would require a huge block of time to do the tier list thingy. Only actually playing the game if I had to demonstrate something on a certain character, which again, that becomes a pain in the ass. And even then, I would have to have, when the whole tier list is all done and completed and everything, I would still have to go and I would have to edit that down. So you're looking at another night of post-production right there, all the work involved with that. So, yeah, it's on the table. But it require a fair amount of work to make it work. But yeah, kind of picking up where I left off though. I would also consider her low tier as well. It's just, I mean, when you require items to get the most out of your kit, like she does, no. I mean, a character ought to be able to stand alone on just her own skills alone. You shouldn't have to rely on items to be viable. Yesterday when I played Noel, she was kind of like that too, except it wasn't stated on paper or anything. You know, it's one of the reasons why Karate is pretty much my main. You don't need items on her to be good. Kiara's another one. I actually proved it yesterday. I did an endless run on the hardest stage in the game. I lasted about 33 minutes, and even then, it was just, my heart just wasn't in it at that point, because I don't have the computer to really go beyond 30 minutes, because everything gets so slowed down. But yeah, Kiara's another character that's like that. She's S tier for that reason. You know, she could totally stand alone and not require weapons and weapons and items. But yeah, that, like I said, I'm not gonna go off on a real big tangent on this, but it's something that I've learned from content creating for so many years. Streaming That's the easy part. The hard part is all the post-production involved. Like, you've seen my videos, you know, making thumbnails, making timestamps. That's a fair amount of work right there. Like I said, streaming, that's the easy part. You know, so making a tier list, that's actually the easy part of it. It's just, you know, editing it and, you know, post-production, you know, making it look decent, you know, trying to give some kind of cohesive flow to it. It's probably why a lot of those VTubers, especially the corpo ones, especially the Hololive ones, why they have such larger-than-life personalities, is because they're not the ones that have to edit the videos afterwards. You know, it's easy for them to make the mess when somebody else is cleaning it up. But yeah, I gotta move along.